Russia may be about to declare war on NATO, as America just authorized Ukraine to strike deep into Russian territory using NATO missiles. And not only this, but Russia just changed their nuclear doctrine, and they lowered the threshold of what's necessary to launch a nuclear missile. Russia said, quote, "Russia's new nuclear doctrine means Russia could retaliate with nuclear weapons against Kiev and key NATO facilities, wherever they're located. And that means World War III. Now, if you don't know, the NATO missiles that the US just authorized Ukraine to use are the American ATACMS missiles. And according to the Russian Ministry of Defense, just a few hours after the US authorized Ukraine to use these, Ukraine fired at least 6 of them at a Russian military base. And that Russian military base is in the Bryansk region of Russia, which is far away from the Ukrainian territory that Ukraine is trying to get back. Now, it's worth knowing that Russia did say in their statement that they shot down 5 of the American ATACMS missiles, except one of them did actually hit the base. Russian President Putin spoke on Ukraine using the ATACMS missiles, and he said, quote, "No matter how much Zelensky and his henchmen hope and pray, there is no wonder weapon capable of affecting the outcome of the war." Now, I'm not exaggerating when I say this, but this really is the biggest escalation to the war since it started over 2 years ago. And Russia previously said that they will declare war on NATO if NATO allows Ukraine to use these missiles, which they are now. So what happens next is really up to Russia. It depends whether they were bluffing or not. If you want my own opinion, I think that Russia's going to wait for Trump to get in office in January because they believe that Trump will force Ukraine to surrender. And because they think that Trump will end the war, Russia is prepared to take some damage for the next months for the greater good. But regardless, the US has authorized Ukraine to use NATO missiles to strike deep into Russian territory. And Ukraine has already launched at least 6 of those missiles, and they've hit a Russian military base. On a totally separate note though, I haven't mentioned it in a while, but if you don't know, I've been totally demonetized across all social media platforms, and I don't know why, but it means that I make barely any money from any of these videos, and it means that I'm actually struggling to fund the making of these videos. So if you want to help out, you can join my Patreon. It's as cheap as £5 a month. It's the same price as a coffee nowadays, but seriously, it helps so much more than you know. And all of that money goes back into making more videos, so if you want to do that, you can go to the link in my bio, or you can go to alexbarnacote.com. But anyways, thanks for the support. It means so much.